how's it going? It's trying to be summer out there, slowly but surely. It's nice out. It's just not warm out yet. There's still some clouds covering the sun, so it's still a little bit chilly, not quite beach season. We got lucky earlier in earlier in the month, and got a couple of really unseasonably warm days. Managed to get a couple of beach days in, but so far, still kind of waiting for it to happen here. But I've got something kind of cool to share with you guys today, and I'm kind of excited about it, so I wanted to share it with you. I found this product that that most people would call a supplement, I guess. It even says supplement on the bottle. But this is something that I don't actually think of as a supplement. I think of supplements as things that I can get from my food ordinarily, and a supplement is something that you use to supplement if you're not getting enough of that, you know. So like whey protein, say, I can get that from milk. I can get protein from lots of foods, and I can get whey specifically from any milk product. So I think of like things like whey protein as a supplement, or maybe, you know, vitamins like vitamin A. I can get that from food, you know. Eat more greens, stuff like that. Vitamin C, eat more oranges, that kind of thing. So I don't really take vitamins either. But I found this product, and I'm really kind of excited about it. Like I said, I don't think of it as a supplement so much. I think of it as food, because I can't really get it in my diet otherwise. So to me, it's nutrition. Like oil of oregano and echinacea, say, if I have a cold, I feel a cold coming on, I will take some concentrated oil of oregano, which is pure oregano, just oil from the oregano leaf, and some echinacea, which is from the echinacea plant, and they're immunity boosters. So I'll take those when I feel a cold coming on, and it usually knocks it right out of me. I'm done. I'm not going to get sick usually. But I don't think of those as supplements either, because I don't go out eating echinacea leaves. And while sure I could eat oregano raw, the amount of oregano that I want to take in the oregano oil, it's like olive oil. Oregano oil, olive oil, same thing as food. So that's sort of my differentiation between supplements and food. So anyway, so I found this stuff, and it's called marine phytoplankton, made by a company called Oceans Alive. And it's basically the sludge from the bottom of the ocean. I'll send you a link to the website, and you can take a look at more about what it's all about. But when my friend turned me on to this stuff, I was really quite excited, because it looks like a whole bunch of nutrition that you really can't get from your regular diet. Let me read this. An exclusive blend of marine phytoplankton, fresh, raw, single strain, words I can't pronounce, obviously from the bottom of the ocean, suspended in a purified, concentrated macro and trace mineral solution. So the stuff the nutrients and stuff that comes in it are, you know, it's kind of the kind of stuff that you can't get just from eating it. I can't get it from eating seafood, really. And if I could, I probably would have to eat tons and tons of seafood. Basically, if I wanted to eat marine phytoplankton, I would have to either get to the bottom of the ocean and scoop it up for myself, or eat the stomach contents of a bottom-dwelling fish. So I can't get this in my regular food. So anyway, but the nutrients that it says that it's got in it, I'm really excited about. It's supposed to help you get more energy and help you think, you know, help you with your cognitive functions and a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, check out the page and look for yourself, because I could kind of pretty much go on forever, but I'm not gonna. But I'm gonna try it out, and I sent away for it, and I got 3 bottles of the stuff, so I'm gonna try it out for a little while. But the interesting story is, I got it a couple of nights ago. I got it in the evening, because it got delivered to the post office, and I had to go pick it up. So when I got it, it was the evening. And when I got it, I was like, oh, I want to try this stuff out right now. So I tried it out, and fair warning, stuff tastes like hell. It tastes like exactly what it is, sludge from the bottom of the ocean. It's exactly what it tastes like. But I mean, the instructions are to drink like 15 drops of the stuff in water or juice, or my friend who turned me on to the stuff uses it in his smoothies. So I thought, okay, well, I can't do smoothies because I don't drink my calories. It doesn't make me feel full. So unless I have a ripe banana, an overripe banana, I don't know what else to do with. I won't usually drink smoothies. And I don't drink juice because, again, drinking my calories doesn't make me feel full. So I don't really only just drink water and green tea, and there's no calories in those. So I'm kind of stuck with water. I don't want to put it in my green tea. But luckily for me, I can power down almost anything if I know it's good for me. So I've tried it. I tried it out that evening I got it, and my first reaction was that it tasted like hell. My second reaction was about half an hour later. I thought, oh, I'm feeling a little bit more alert than I usually do. That's interesting. And it kind of happened at the time of day that I usually just kick off working for the day and go veg out in front of the TV and have my dinner and stuff like that. And I didn't, I kind of just want to relax and wind down. But instead of feeling like that, like I usually do, I was like, oh, I'm kind of feeling alert and kind of awake here and not really burned out yet, so I'm going to keep working. So I wound up actually being able to pull a couple more hours of work out of myself, which was great. But my third thought was, uh-oh, it's almost bedtime. Is this going to jack me up like those pre-workout supplements? I've tried one of those once, and it was all natural one, but it jacked me right through the roof, and I hated it, and I'll never do it again. I don't like the reaction those things create. It's like being high on something, it's just too much stimulant. So I was worried that I thought, uh-oh, okay, is this going to keep going? Like, I feel good now, but is it going to keep going and going and going until I'm not comfortable anymore? But no, it didn't. It leveled right off, and it was like a comfortable energy. It wasn't like a buzzy, nervous, weird kind of, not quite in your head kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, like just buzzy, like very twitchy. It wasn't like that at all. It was really even, really comfortable, and when it was bedtime, no problem at all. I was able to go to sleep on my regular schedule without any sort of nervousness or caffeine effect or anything. There's no caffeine in this, by the way. But yeah, I mean, so I found that interesting. So the next day I thought, well, that was interesting. I think I'll take it before my run. And the next day I woke up having, one of those feelings like I felt like a little bit like an old plow horse that morning. Sometimes I get that feeling. It's like, I don't really want to run. It's going to be hard. I'm not really in the mood. I get a little bit achy maybe. I've maybe been overtraining maybe. But I usually go anyway, and usually my runs are just kind of okay when I feel that way when I wake up. But so I took this stuff because I wanted to see what would happen, and about half an hour later I was like, yeah, I'm ready for a run, let's go. And it was really subtle, like it didn't jack me up at all, but I went from being like, to like, hey, let's go for a run, we're ready, let's go. And I actually had a pretty good run. When I wake up feeling kind of iffy like that, my runs are usually kind of just okay, and I don't pull out my best time ever, and it just sort of feels like forcing myself down the seawall and back. But this time it was like, okay, no, I had a pretty good run, and I didn't beat my best time or anything crazy like that, but it wasn't my worst time either, and I had a really nice, comfortable, energetic run, which was, I was like, oh, that's really interesting too. So the next day, today, before I did my weight training, I thought, okay, I'm going to do it again, let's try it again. And consistently now, this is becoming consistent, because I tried it again last night. The instructions are to take it twice a day, so tried it again last night with my dinner, and I thought, okay, yeah, no, I feel kind of nice and energized right now when I should be usually just flaking out. So this is a short trial so far. It's only been 3 days, but so far the reaction has been consistent, and I do want to see what it does over time. So that's why I bought 3 bottles, because I think 1 bottle is going to go pretty quickly. So I want to see what it's going to do over time, and but so far I'm really optimistic about this little nutrition in a bottle, which I don't think of as a supplement at all, but mostly nutrition I can't get otherwise, right? So I'm going to link you up if you're interested in checking it out or trying it out like I'm doing, then you can do that. But anyway, so to be continued in a couple of months, I guess, after I've tried this for a bit. Yeah, to be continued. Stick around. I'll let you know how I feel about the stuff in a couple of months. All right, I gotta go. This blog has gotten long enough, and so we'll see you again soon. Take care.